This is Weekend Update. Here now, Jennifer Owens and Suzanne Mathis.
Welcome to the Weekend Update. I'm Suzanne Mathis.
And I'm Jennifer Owens. In this week's DOS news, it's been reported that DOS is the latest victim in the string of Northwest Hills tagging. No word yet on the perps, but once caught, we can be guaranteed punishment will be cruel and unusual. Officials say they will be given 176 hours of community service to be served stuffing Wednesday folders for the remainder of the school year.
This week is Eat Right, Live Right at Doss Elementary, and here to talk about the importance of a healthy, balanced diet is our own health and nutrition correspondent, Rosanna Dana.
Hey, Suzanne. This week's letter comes from Jane Doe from Northwest Hills. Dear Rosanna Dana, how can I get my daughter to eat the fish wedges? She gets out of school, she's hungry, she's screaming, she's pulling her hair, she's crying, she's kicking the dog, she's hurting her brother. I just don't know what to do. How can I get her to eat the wedges? Well, Jane, it sounds like your daughter is a real peach. There's one thing I know is there is not much you eat that is shaped like a wedge. Maybe cheese, maybe cake, maybe cheesecake. But it reminds me of a time when I was a little girl and I went with my uncle Dan, Rosanna Dana, down to the hot dog factory in Queens, Dan's Wiener Works. We walk in and there is pink slime everywhere. There's big vats that's full of pink slime, and there's tubes and there's pink slime dripping out of the tubes. They're squishing them into little pink slime wieners, and they're shoving the pink slime wieners into the plastic bags, and then they're putting them in there. It was disgusting. One day, a few days later, the police came and they took my Uncle Dan, Rosanna Dana, to jail. The health inspector said he wasn't using 100% meat. Yeah, they found rat feces and dog feces and squirrel feces and possum feces and plague and cat hair and all kinds of disgusting things.
Roseanne, I'm sorry, but what does your uncle's factory being raided have to do with fish wedges?
Well, Suzanne, it just goes to show you, if it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not food, it's probably feces.
Rosanna Dana, ladies and gentlemen. In happy news, our school will soon say goodbye to the current overcrowding problem. After a meeting of the PTA, CAC, CDC, FDA, DEA, FBI, CIA, and NWACA, it was decided that the 4th grade spring recorder program will be expanded to include all grades and take place throughout the entire school year, with students learning only one song, Hot Cross Buns. The number of traumatized families fleeing from the neighborhood as a result is projected at 65%.
Overcrowding problem solved. Now, for our weekly DOS Heroes segment. Tonight, we're celebrating 2 wonderful people who give their all to our school. But somehow, parents always seem to get them confused. Here to help clear things up are our very own Pats.
Hey there, glad we could be here.
Well, let's get started. A lot of people want to know if their child is sick, who should they call to report they are going to be absent from school?
Oh, that's an easy one. It's Pat.
Right, so that would be...
Yep, super easy. It's Pat.
Let's try a different scenario, shall we? Let's say a child's tooth is loose. Who should they go to help pull it out?
Tell them to see Pat.
Right, well, we've established it's Pat, but specifically, who should they see?
Oh, you mean specifically, they should ask for Pat.
Okay, look, you can't just answer every question with Pat. We need to be able to tell parents which one of you to see based on whatever circumstance arises.
There's no reason to get huffy. We know exactly what you're asking. Parents need to know who does which job when they call.
Exactly. That is what I've been trying to get to the bottom of. So, what's the answer?
They just need to ask for Pat.
Well, there you have it. Pat, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
The spring party is just around the corner, so grab a costume and get ready to celebrate on April 9th. In the meantime, good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
This has been Weekend Update.